Hey guys, my Ted from the video Kayla. You can check that out right after this. I live in America. What a life I live. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna do 100 questions tag, but I was wrong because my phone's not working. I couldn't find it. So I was trying to fix my phone. It was like a citizen test, and so I'm gonna be seeing if I am an American citizen. I don't know. Okay. What is the supreme law of the land? Does it mean like document or what? Supreme law. The Supreme Court. That is the not judicial. Is it judicial? That might be it, or that might be Congress. I don't know. I can't remember which. The executive is the president. Then there's judicial. Then there's legislative. Can't remember which one's legislative is Congress. So yes, it's the judicial branch. The Bill of Rights, which has the amendments of America, like the 13th, which banned slavery, the 18th, which prohibition, 19th or 21st, it's like, hey, we're revoking that law. Then there's, yeah, whatever. The Declaration of Independence, that really does nothing. That's just declaring we are not part England anymore. The Constitution, isn't the Constitution and Declaration of Independence the same thing, or am I just stupid? Oh my god. I'm going to say the Bill of Rights. Because that's easy law. Okay, so next. I'll practice this one. Name one branch or part of the government. Congress! So either Congress, dictator, prime minister, or prisons. Prisons? No, it's Congress. U.S. citizen so far. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Checks and balances, which is also vetoes, which is like, I don't know, the voting here is really weird too, it's kind of hard to understand, but B and C, I've never heard of that, separation of powers, no. There's three branches, it's the legislative, executive, and judicial if you don't live in America. Checks and balances, which you can veto each other. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President, the Senate, and the Senate and the House of Representatives are Congress, which is the legislative branch, so it's the President. He is the executive branch. What are the four amendments of the Constitution? Who can vote? Describe one of them. Citizens 18 or older can vote. Anyone with a driver's license can vote. Everyone must register to vote. None of the above. It's everyone 18 and older can vote. Yeah, citizens 18 and older can vote for president. What is one reason colonists came to America? Political liberty, religious freedom, economic opportunity, all of the above. It's obviously all of the above. What territory did the United States buy from France? That was the Louisiana Territory, or also known as the Louisiana Purchase. The other ones are the New Mexico Territory, the Arizona, and the Nevada Territory. Yep, it's the Louisiana Territory, aka the Louisiana Purchase, when we bought that from France. And one war fought in the United States in the 1990s. The French War, the Indian War, World War I, and all of the above. The Indian War. I actually don't know this one because the French, wasn't it the French and the Indian War or whatever? I'm just gonna go all of the above because, oh, come on, what did I do? I'm just gonna go all of the above because the French and Indian War, there's difference. I think they're the same. No, I think it's I don't really know dates very well. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. It's obviously the Mississippi River. The Ohio River is pretty long, I think. I never heard of the White River. Missouri River, I don't even think there's a Missouri River. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because the original 13 colonies. Yep. My score is 60. Oh, the Constitution. Oh. Oh, the Bill of Rights. I'm learning about that right now. I know I got that one wrong. Your answer about B and C? I didn't know that. I thought that was veto. I got wrong. World War One. I'm not good with dates. Oh, the Missouri River. I knew that was, like, it was connected to the Mississippi River. Yeah. Yeah, those are the ones I got wrong. And let's try test 2. One. Back to the test now. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-ba. Test prep Chicago. How do you know my location? CDFD. CDFD, CD ba 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 ba. FFF, FFF, you ba 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 ba. I would fail. I don't take US. Last time we did US history, I was in the 5th grade, and then next year I take US history again. So I'm trying to go off what I know, what I've learned. I'm nowhere near this. Oh my god. Computer's so stupid. What did I type in? Ba 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 ba. What was I typing in? American citizenship test. My computer, the keys don't work, so I don't type very fast on it. Okay, I'm going to try the second test now, because I obviously didn't do so well on the first one. I don't know my country. I'm not a proud American. I'm a proud American, but like, I'm not a good American, because I know what things are, I just don't know the dates and names. What? Okay, let's go to 17, shall we? What does the Constitution do? Ooh, this one's a lot more difficult. I think is that one that sets up the government? I actually think it is. No, protects basic rights of Americans. That, my friends, is the Bill of Rights. Defines the government. Sets up the government. Defines the government. Oh, or sets up. That's a difficult one, honestly, because, this is what made our government here. What was this? I'm just going to go sets up the government, because this is what kind of like made our strange government. Who makes the federal laws? All of the above? What, legislature? Okay, the House, the Senate, and the House. No, they're not the representatives. They're the representatives and the senators. Congress, that's both U.S. or national legislature. Federal laws, that's all of them. It's the vetoes. I'm just gonna go Congress. Actually, might just be whatever. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The House of Representatives and the Senate. Let's call them the courts. Why not? I don't really know. I know the answer. Oh God, how many U.S. senators are there? 100. I actually learned this the other day. Actually the other day. I would be able to put it together considering there's 50 states, but we each have 2 senators in each state, so that would be 150 states. Yeah, and depending on how many people are in a state, it's going to be as many representatives. What is one responsibility that is only for American citizens or United States citizens? Obtain a driver's license, serve on a jury, pay state taxes, pay federal taxes, obtain a driver's license. That is not a responsibility. Serve on a jury, pay federal taxes and pay state taxes. You are obligated. You have to pay federal taxes and state taxes. A responsibility would probably be serve on a jury. Like if you have jury duty, don't really want to go because you might not want to drive out that far or like wherever it is, but whatever. Who lived in America before the Europeans? The Native Americans, the Latinos, or the Cowboys? The Native Americans. The Latinos, no, they lived down south. The Cowboys. See, me being an American finds the Cowboys like the weirdest thing in the world. It's like, what? Oh, why would you even about that? Yeah. And they won a war fought in the United States in the 1800s. The First World War, no. American Revolution, yes. The Panama War, as far as I know, does not exist. The Mexican-American War, as far as I know, does not exist. It was the American Revolution. So I believe. Who was president during World War I? Oh, God. JFK, no. It's Teddy Roosevelt. Because Woodrow Wilson, as far as I know, is not a president. JFK was like the 60s. Herbert Hoover, I don't believe that's too funny. Theodore Roosevelt. Teddy. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? I'm gonna say the Atlantic, because I think the Pacific is south, like near Florida and near California, which is the west. The Atlantic. We elected. Oh, actually, learned this here. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? We elect them for 6 years. I learned this like just yesterday, actually. Your score is 40. Okay. What does the Constitution do? Oh, it was all of the above. Who makes federal laws? It was all of the above. What did BNC mean? Oh, I don't know. Your answer of the courts was incorrect. The answer is BNC. Okay, I got those right. The Mexican-American War. I didn't even know that existed. Oh, was that the War of 1812? Woodrow Wilson. That sounded so phony. Like, it was the first one I scratched off. Oh my god. The Pacific Ocean, I was wrong. It goes all the way around. I don't know my own country. Let's take test 8. Stupid C key. I'm becoming a total citizen right now. I am totally going to not kill my country. Ugh. Some of these seem so easy, but then it's like, ugh. Ah. Not family, not family. Let's see if I can become a European citizen. Oh my god. Like a citizen of France. And I'll see you to sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, what did the Declaration of Independence do? Announced our independence from Great Britain, declared our independence from Great Britain, said the United States is free from Great Britain. All of the above. Yes, this is all of the above. They basically all mean the same thing, pretty much. Who's Chief Justice in the United States now? God, I don't know this one. Anthony Kennedy is what I'm really leaning to right now. I don't know, I'm just gonna say Anthony Kennedy. It was either John Robert Samuel Alito, Anthony Kennedy, or Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I'm gonna go Anthony Kennedy. This sounds so familiar now. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To incarcerate? What? Ooh, I think to declare war. No. Or is it only the president can declare war? I don't think that's the federal government. Is it? To print money? Oh. BNC means questions, BNC. I think. Cut the back, take some nonsense, talk the door. I'm going to do to print money, because to declare war, I think, is the president. But then again, there's the veto rule. God, I'm stupid. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Provide transportation, provide jobs, provide schooling, education, to provide medical care. We all have to provide medical care, provide schools and education. Can't remember. We all have to provide jobs. We do not have to provide transportation unless it's law of the state, like in Illinois. Like if say somebody goes homeless, no, they still have to go to school by law until 8th grade. So, the school has to provide transportation for that. Say it's one kid and he goes to a homeless shelter like miles upon miles away, and they still go to the same school. You will have to provide transportation for them. Like, but I don't know. That's only around here in Illinois. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Pick 2. We can vote and help a campaign. We have the freedom of speech, which is like, okay, we can put a sign in front of the White House saying we disagree with what they're saying in like Congress, and nobody but we can say I don't agree with this, blah, 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 and nobody can do anything about it. But if you go out there and say I'm gonna kill the president with a sign, it's like you're gonna be arrested. There's a difference between freedom of speech, and common sense, guys. You have to learn that. A lot of people want to see that. What happened at the first Constitutional Convention? The first president was elected. The Constitution was written. The Constitution was destroyed. The Declaration of Independence was signed. Declaration of Independence was signed because it's got like a million signatures, like John Hancock, like signer John Hancock. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah. When was the Constitution written? Ooh, 1787. I'm gonna take a guess there. 1787. I think. I don't know my country well. That's all. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Obviously, he fought for civil rights, but then there's also opening a university, became the first black president, and all the above. Barack Obama is the first black president. He did not open a university, but he did fight for civil rights. Was he assassinated? I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. There's been a lot of assassinations. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? Pick 2. I think it's voting is not, because that's not for everyone. Life, no. Liberty and land ownership is what I'm going with. I'm not seeing you to sleep. I'm not seeing you tomorrow. What is freedom of religion? Religion has power of the government. You can force anyone to participate in your religion. You can practice any religion or not practice any religion. Religion should not exist, and all citizens should be free from it. Freedom of religion is like freedom of speech. You can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Express your opinions. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't misuse it. Like, oh, my freedom of speech. No, I can say what I want. I can be mean to you. I could tell you that you're ugly on the internet. I'm like, that's not freedom of speech. That's just being stupid and mean. And use common sense, guys. A lot of people have been lacking that these days, no? To practice any religion or not practice it is the right answer. That one's a given. My score is 50. I scored better in the second one. John Roberts. Okay, that was wrong. Okay, I knew what this was. Chief of Justice, Chief Justice or whatever. He is basically the head of Congress. He's what they call like the Speaker. He well, it says here, and speaks on behalf of the judicial branch. That's basically it. And say, here is Barack and Joe Biden. Here's Barack, and he's playing golf in the courtyard, I guess. And then here's Joe Biden playing golf with him, because Joe Biden's just there for like no reason. He's there to vote. And then if the president dies, then he becomes president. Say they both got assassinated right there. Then John Roberts, the Chief Justice, would take over as president for either somebody can be president for actually up to 10 years if a president gets assassinated and he's only 2 years into his 4-year term. If he's less than 2 years into his 4-year term, you start a new term. But if he's over 2 years, you finish that term. So that can be 10, and that still counts as his term. So yeah, you can have 2 terms. You can be president for 10 years. Your answer to print money was incorrect. It was both B and C. They can declare war. I thought that was only the executive branch. I'm sorry. I'll provide schooling and education. I actually didn't know that one. I thought that it was like, that might only be here where it's like, you have to go to school until you're in 8th grade, and then you can drop out. Yeah. Oh. Your answer of the Declaration. Well, what happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. I'm getting like, why can't I tell the difference between the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence? I can't. So going for what? Your answer of Liberty Land's ownership was incorrect. The correct answer is a life liberty. Yep. Proud American. Haven't done this since the 5th grade. Now learning it again. But next year I have U.S. history, so yay. Is that face? Oh, I also have a book to recommend. This looks really good. I haven't read this, but this is what I was going to recommend. This is called Crashing Through, and Mike May spent his life crashing through. Blinded at age 3, he defied expectations of breaking world records in downhill skiing, joining the CIA and becoming a successful inventor, entrepreneur, and family man. He had never yearned for vision. Then, in 1999, a chance encounter brought him sterling news, a revolutionary stem cell. I can't read. Transplant surgery to restore May's vision. It would allow him to drive, to read, see children places, but the procedure is filled with gambles, some of them deadly, others beyond May's wildest dreams. Beautifully written. Okay. Yeah. Basically, he's blind, but the thing is, like, he can't see dimensions, which is kind of weird. Like, he can't see dimensions, but. And then, Odd Thomas. Oh my god. I love that. I love Odd so much. When I first saw it, my dad was reading Brother Odd. I was like really young at the time, and I thought it was about a guy in a cult. Not about a guy in a cult, and it's so good. I love the character. I love his first name's Odd, and his last name's Thomas. Actually, when I started, I thought Odd was a adjective, not his name, but it's so good. It's really, really good about a guy. And this might sound super cheesy to you, but it's really not. He sees dead people, like, but the thing is, the way she writes it and his character is so great. I love it so much. I'm like not even halfway through, and I love it already. It's so great. You guys should totally read it. So, yeah. I'm a proud American citizen, likes Thomas and books. See you on the flip side.